Let's go.
Somebody's there, hold on. Okay, all right. Mary, you ready?
Brian.
Is now joining.
Oh, there's Brian.
There's Brian.
Oh, good, okay.
Yeah, welcome everyone, and the floor is now given to the manager.
Thank you. Okay, I don't have anything on the first page. We only have one item of new business on page 2, and that is for the employee benefit program. It's our dental, vision, life insurance, accidental death and dismemberment, supplemental life, voluntary death and dismemberment, voluntary long-term disability, flexible spending. There are, all of the details are in the council report. We have multiple vendors, and we have some multi-year agreements with guaranteed rates built in. I think overall it's a very good package, and encourage you to go through it. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer.
Bob?
Yeah.
I just want to go on record, and I'll also mention this from the bench on Tuesday, that I will be abstaining from this vote. My husband works at Delta Dental Kansas, and we could have personal benefit from this, so I will be abstaining.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
review everything, all the information, just for my knowledge.
Great.
but-
Okay. That's appropriate. Okay, so that's all on page 2. Page 3 is under council member agenda, would be a council policy regarding advisory election pertaining to Century 2 and the old public library. That's all I have on page 3. I don't have anything on page 4. On page 5, just 2 items. The number 5 are 2 grant applications, one that would provide funding for the next phase of Proct wetlands improvements, and then the second grant is for construction of a trail or path at Chisholm Creek North Park Lake. Number 8 is the transfer of ownership of a building that the city owns at 2502 East Douglas. And this has served as the home for the Wichita Indo-Chinese Center since 1993. That's when we purchased the property with CDBG funds. And we have leased it to the center since that time. They primarily serve residents that have
Is
English
now
as a
exiting.
second language. And they conduct a number of educational programs, including language programs, but also job training and development programs. They currently lease it from the city and pay utilities and insurance, and then they're responsible for all significant and small repairs of the building. They are seeking grants to help with some of their building improvements that are necessary, and they're running into difficulties because the city owns it, and yet they're responsible for the repairs. So we have worked through this with them, where we would transfer ownership of the property to them, and they would be responsible then, of course, for all building upkeep as the owner, and would still need to operate the building consistent with CDBG guidelines. And any transfer of title to another entity would require city council approval in the future. So I think it's a really good deal for the center and for the city, and it, I think, maintains the viability of the programming at the center.
And they'll stop paying rent.
Right, we don't really get rent from them, I
Oh,
don't believe.
okay.
I think it's that they are responsible for repairs to the building.
We just let them use the building.
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
Bob, so there will be deed restrictions then placed on the property to make sure that they are the building, if it were to transfer ownership, would stay consistent with what it was bought for, correct?
That's my understanding, Sally, that's correct, right?
Yes, that is correct. In addition, we'll be required once a year to verify that the activity taking place is consistent with CDBG.
Okay, very good.
Okay, thank you. And that's all I have.
We must have caught up on all the zoning cases. All right.
I thought everybody needed a breather.
Everybody have a good weekend.
Have a great week.
All right. Good to see you guys. Take care.
Thank you.